I'm Paul Johnson, and I have a little thing with some grapes I love to do. And I'm going to try to walk through and make a film out of what I do to grow my grapes on my vines and do whatever I've got to do to keep them up off the ground. Now what we do, the very first thing is your ankle post. We dig a hole for your ankle post. And once we get your hole dug, we set a 6x4 post for our anchor. And once we set that post, then we pick a level and we level it. Before we confine it to one place, we make sure that it's level. And once we get it leveled, we put the dirt back in around it to stationary it. And I dug the hole that I dig is 30 inches deep, and that gives us the strength that we use. By it being that deep, it will help protect it to stay in the ground. So there's a reason that we set the post 30 inches into the ground. So then we just continue pulling dirt in around the hole and making the post sturdy. Once we do that, we're taking care of your ankle post. Then it would allow us to hook or wire through it. Now we go back and try to make sure that it's still level. You level front and level the sides. And the very important thing is, if you got more than one row of grapes, we try to get 8 foot in between the rows, so for the grape will have room to grow. Then to secure this anchor, what we do, I designed a little thing here to set in the hole. I put a piece of 4x4 and I dug me a hole here. Then we'll put this like so. Then we fill this with dirt, and that way when I put pressure on the line and pull that post this way, it won't let it come out of the post will stay in a level position. I got a compressor and an air gun to secure it together. So what we'll do is now that secured that post where it won't move. Now that we have the ankle post, my line of grapes is 120 foot. I do that because if I wanted to do it at 40 and I set 2 ankle posts, my cost is going to be the same as it was if I would go 120 feet. So now that we got our ankle post, we'll go down this post anchor post to a post down here. But now what we do, we set a grape between, make it 10. We set a grape right here. Then when we stretch the line, it'll be in the middle of, okay? Now we'll go on down to the next post and do the same thing. You got 22 inches of this post, and from the dirt to your anchor wire is 55 inches. And from your anchor wire to the top of your post is 6 inches. And I choose to cut that post like this to hold water to where it won't rot. Now we'll go on down to the next post. Alright, to continue with it, we will anchor this post by putting dirt back in it after we set it. So what we'll do is push the dirt in around it, make it fast. See, this one, the middle post, does not have to be dug as deep as the anchor post, because there's no weight on this. All there is the weight of the wire that's going through here. Then when the grape gets mature and it begins to bear, then the line will begin to sink. So that's the only weight on this post, is the only weight that it gathers. So it don't have to be as deep. Matter of fact, it probably wouldn't even have to be as deep as 22 inches, but that's the way I chose to, because the post is 8 foot. So I try to utilize the post's length as well as I can. So now we got this one anchored. So we'll move on down. The next post is 10 foot, so that makes 20 foot. So we set the post. Then we come with the dirt, and there is a lot of work to do this, but I feel very well. I love the grape, so let's move on down to the next one. From the post to the grape is 10 foot. Then from the grape to the next post is 10 foot. Now the way I got this hole through here, they're basically the same distance with the same deepness of the hole, and the line will run level when I put it through. But anyway, everything works together with what we're doing. It just takes the time and the effort, and if you don't love it and you just wanted to more or less plant them just for your own use, well then you can take one row of grapes like this, like what I'm doing, and you can split them. You can split the difference, put you another wire down here, then as your grape grows, you could have it separate at the first line, and it'll grow right on up to the last line. Then you can separate it. Then you've almost got 2 rows of grapes with the 1 roll of material that you use. So that makes me, with this anchor post that we set, gives me 120 foot long. Now, if you've got a place on your land that you're going to plant and you can go the 120, I'd say go. But if you don't, put it 80. About the best you could do was put it 80 or either 100 foot. You can go as much as you want, but you got to, every time you add something to it, you add 20 foot to it. It makes it simple. So we'll take this back out again, and I want to fill this hole here with dirt. And once I get it about halfway fill, then we will do dirt. Good dirt. Now what we do here, I designed this to where it would fit in a hole, and I cut them on 45 degrees. 45 degrees, and secure this against my ankle post. See? Now when I do that, I secured that ankle post to where it'll be solid whenever I put my wire in. Now I'm just about got ready to put to show you what I do when you put the wire through these